Up with that, the Dirt Draft West Coast Swing Fantasy Champion, overall leaderboard winner after the 11 nights, receives a custom Dirt Draft High Limit Racing trophy. 2nd through 25th will receive bonus points towards the Dirt Draft Speed Shop. So it will be very fun to go head-to-head with you and Tyler this West Coast Swing, Chase.
Well, and I'm going to be taking it really seriously, Tony. There's money on the line, like real, actual money on the line. So you know how competitive I am. I mean, come on.
Yes, it's real money that you can invest or use towards a startup business, perhaps, or maybe just gamble at a casino.
More taquitos from the pilot.
Tyler McKim says, "Put it on red, baby. FloRacing, you know what it is."
Gotta put it on. Too bad there's no orange, Tony. Kubota orange. Put it on orange.
I see what you did there, Chase. I'm down here by the Kubota orange banner down on the front straightaway. But folks, if you are interested in playing along in the High Limit Racing West Coast Swing on Dirt Draft, download Dirt Draft onto your phones, and you have the ability to sign up and play starting tonight. You can't win if you don't start on night number 1, so get into it. Check out Dirt Draft and the High Limit Racing West Coast Championship.
Thank you very much, Tony. Cars are getting underway right now for the first Dirt Draft Hot Lap session of the night here for the West Coast Swing with Kubota High Limit Racing going down at the Thunderbowl Raceway. Lap times coming across our screen now, 15.991. Fastest driver is Cole Macedo. As the yellow lights come on, Macedo 15.991 in car number 21. Caden Steele is second at 16.217. Tanner Holmes at 16.218. Joey Ancona fourth quick right now, 16.393. And Jacob Allen in fifth at 16.756. Allowing the drivers to pack the racing surface in just a little bit right now before we turn them back to green flag conditions. And Brad, you were just telling me off the mic, we see a little bit of dust kicking up here in hot laps, but that sounds like it's pretty standard around the Thunderbowl Raceway in 2024.
Yes, sir. We had this during the NARC race. A little bit of dust. We'll see these guys pack it in, as we've seen throughout the country now. A lot of guys do. So we'll see this, a little bit of dust. They'll roll it in. You'll see it kind of settle down a little bit. They'll rework it probably after the heat races, and we'll see the track kind of come back as well. So don't be too worried about the dust right now here in hot laps. This is pretty standard procedure.
All right, we know that they're going to get things right here at the Thunderbowl Raceway. They always do. This place, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, puts on some of the greatest racing in the entire country. A lot of people have it in their top 5 racetracks. It is just so much fun to come here to the Thunderbowl and watch these guys pound the wall for what will be 35 laps here tonight. There's the 121 at Caden Steele on your screen, currently second in the NARC point standings out here on the West Coast. 16.217 lap time for him at this point in time. And Caden is a Rookie of the Year contender in the NARC 410 sprint cars right now.
And Chase, he actually almost won his first NARC race here at the Thunderbowl back in May. Him and Shane Golobic dicing it up. He drove around Shane around the outside here off of turn number 2, led one lap, ended up running third in that race. But Caden Steele definitely knows how to get around the Thunderbowl.
Caden Steele, 5th in the NARC points, entering tonight, as you mentioned, 3rd here earlier this year. Has a 2nd place finish with the Kings of Thunder 360s here as well in 2022. As you're looking at our Forney Industries Speed Shop, that is one of our new sponsors that has come on board, along with Sander Engineering. They are the sponsor of the redraw wheel for all 11 West Coast races here in 2024 with Kubota High Limit Racing. So thank you to Forney Industries as well as Sander Engineering. New sponsors jumping on board with High Limit as we head back to the green flag here in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. New driver to the top of the speed charts. It is Shane Golobic, 15.056, 15056. Jacob Allen into the 2nd spot. Now Caden Steele, first driver into the 14-second bracket. One car off the pace into the infield. That appears to be Joey Ancona. As we continue on, Caleb Henry now fastest, 14.684, as the checkered flag waves. Checkered flag is out, yellow lights come on. Caden Steele, fastest overall so far in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. A 14:653 for car number 121. Second quick, the 17 of Caleb Henry, 14:684. Tanner Holmes third, 14:845. Cole Macedo fourth, 14:852. And Jacob Allen fifth at 14:909. Shane Golobic, Mariah Eade, and Joey Ancona round out the rest of the drivers in that first Dirt Draft Hot Lap session of the night. Next set of cars coming out of the speedway now. They are led out by the driver out of Hanford, California. It's the Netto Ag, Penny Newman Grain, Mechanics Choice, Smith Titanium number 88N. It's DJ Netto. DJ Netto in the 88N. And from Alice Springs, Northern Territory, Australia, the Mobile One Toyota Racing Development, Roth Enterprises, HR Livestock Transportation number 83. That's James McFadden. James McFadden in car number 83. Another one of our full-time high rollers. He's the current points leader with Kubota High Limit Racing from Grass Valley, California. The Casey Kane Raceway, Mike Curb, Napa Auto Parts, Brumo's Collection, Maxima Raceway's number 49. That's the big cat, Brad Sweet. Brad Sweet in car number 49. And welcome back to the Thunderbowl for the driver to Myerstown, Pennsylvania, the M&M Painting and Construction, McGrewBid.com. Babs Paint, Livewire Customs number 19. It's Brent Marks. Brent Marks in car number 19. And rolling into turn number 1 now from Elk Grove, California, the FloRacing, Finley Farms, HendrickCars.com, Falcons Brothers Trucking, Works Limited, JVI Group number 57. It's Young Money, Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson in car number 57. And in turn number 1 now from Lebanon, Indiana, that's the True Timber Camo, Nice Cretan Landis Block, JRC Transportation, High Performance Lubricants, PhilPools.com, number 5 of Spencer Baston. Spencer Baston in the 5. Final car in this session from Glendale, Arizona, the DMY Motors, Smith Titanium, Walker Performance Filtration, Kaiser Wheels, number 02 of Ashton Torgerson. Ashton Torgerson into the 02 as we go green flag once again here in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Brad Sweet straight to the top, 14:235 for the number 49 car. DJ Netto is second quick so far, 14:569. He gets bumped by Spencer Baston, who moves into P2. Netto takes it right back away. Brent Marks into the top 5, fourth quick in car number 19. Checkered flag is out, yellow lights come on, and it looks like Brad Sweet will be the fastest driver here in Dirt Draft Hot Laps so far. 14:235 for the current points leader. DJ Netto is second quick in 88N, 14:338. Spencer Baston is third at 14:378. Brent Marks fourth, 14:485. And James McFadden rounding out the top 5 at 14:633. Caden Steele, Caleb Henry, Kyle Larson, Ashton Torgerson, and Tanner Holmes, the rest of the top 10. More drivers making their way onto the speedway now, and it's good to see this guy back in the States. From Warrnambool, Victoria, Australia, the Power Chew Energy Gum, Monty Farms, Rumbold Ford, Fridge Tech, number 17 AU, that is Jamie Veal. Jamie Veal in the 17 AU. And from Campbell, California, it's the Williams Motorsports number 0 of Bud Kading. Bud Kading in car number 0. From Roseville, California, the Bjork Construction, Kading Performance, Shaver Engines number 7B, that's the Shark, Sean Becker. Sean Becker in the 7B. And from Canton, Illinois, it's the NOS Energy Drink, Logan Contractor, Elliott's Custom Trailers, TK Concrete, Zip Bonds, number 55. That is Chris Wyndham. Chris Wyndham in the 55. And making his way into turn number 4 now from Tucson, Arizona, the Parker Automotive, Metal Tech, BG Oil, TDR Concepts, number 115. It's Nick Parker. Nick Parker in the number 15. In turn number 3 now, from Minden, Nevada, that's the Smith Titanium, Factory Cane, Maxima Oil, Mississippi Valley Transportation, King Concrete, Ron Gross Motorsports, number 88. It's Tanner Thorson. Tanner Thorson in car number 88. And making his Thunderbowl Raceway debut tonight from Lubbock, Texas, the High Plains Building Division, Carbon Safety Technology, Lubbock Wrecker, 5 Nights Truck Accessories, number 1. That's Brenham Crouch. Brenham Crouch in car number 1. Green flag coming out on the third Dirt Draft Hot Lap session of the night here at Thursday Night Thunderbowl in Tulare, California. Brenham Crouch in his Tulare debut to the top, 14.153 as the checkered flag comes out. Wow, Brenham Crouch showing up here to a daunting racetrack like Tulare, lays down a 14.153. He is now the fastest driver in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Brad Sweet is second. Tanner Thorson jumps to third at 14.319. DJ Netto fourth, 14.338. And then Spencer Bass in the top five at 14.378. Chris Windham, Sean Becker, Brent Marks, Jamie Veal, and Bud Kading, the top 10 in Hot Laps so far. Halfway through Hot Laps, 22 cars in and 22 to go. How about that, Brad? Brenham Crouch to the top. We weren't expecting that one.
Absolutely, and watch him roll around the racetrack. It's very tough to get comfortable at the Thunderbowl Raceway, and this place seems to be in his wheelhouse right now.
Certainly does. Maybe all those years of midget experience helping him out here tonight. We've got more cars rolling onto the speedway in the next Hot Lap group from Hanford, California. The Bushy Financials, Sacramento Batteries, CNH Motor Parts, Sierra Single Ply, number X1. That's Michael Facinto. Michael Facinto in the X1. And from Clovis, California, the Gary Silva Ranches, Smith Titanium, J.I. Apparel, Fortitude Driver Development, number 10. That's Dominic Gordon. Dominic Gordon in car number 10. From Lincoln, California, that's the California Waterfowl, RI Helmets, K1 Race Gear, CBC Concrete, 83T, Tanner Carrick. Tanner Carrick in 83T. The former two-time NARC champion from Fresno, California, the Red Rose Transportation, Selzy Enterprises, Redline Oil, Whipple Industries, number 41. It's Dominic Selzy. Dominic Selzy in the 41. And from Enumclaw, Washington, it's the Casey Kane Racer, Mike Kerr, Brumo's Collection, Factory Kane Shocks, Kane Screen Print number 9. It's Casey Kane. Casey Kane in car number 9. And rolling into turn number 1 now from Oakley, California, the Star Property Management, Gary Silva Ranches, Vallejo Coin Exchange, Bowman & Sons Trucking, number 83V, that's Dylan Bloomfield. Dylan Bloomfield at the 83V. Final car on the racetrack for this session from Hollister, California, the NOS Energy Drink, Inland Rigging, Surecan, Woodland Auto Display, Sandblast Service, number 73 of Ryan Bernal. Ryan Bernal in the 73. One more car actually on the racetrack in turn number 3 now. From Templeton, California, the David Cry Engineering, Stay Paso, Luxton Real Estate, Eagle Energy, number 3 of Caleb Montgomery. Caleb Montgomery in car number 3. Green flag coming back out. This is the 4th Dirt Draft Hot Lap session of the night. Michael Vicino up to the 3rd spot, 14.300 so far in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. And now Dylan Bloomfield goes to the top, 14.147 in the 83V car. Caleb Montgomery up to 7th, Dominic Gordon to 10th. Tanner Carrick into the top 5, and now Caleb Montgomery to 3rd. So Dylan Bloomfield in car number 83V, now the fastest overall in Dirt Draft Hot Laps of 30 cars, 14.040 for the 83V. He's followed by Brenham Crouch in 2nd. Caleb Montgomery is now 3rd at 14.160. Casey Kane 4th at 14.192. And Brad Sweet is 5th in car number 49. Michael Facino, Tanner Carrick, Tanner Thorson, DJ Netto, and Spencer Baston, the top 10 so far in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. More cars rolling trackside, led out by the driver out of Visalia, California. Welcome him back, California. It's great to see him in the state. It's the Commercial Edge Rasmussen Service Center, Elliott's Custom Trailers, Fulkins Brothers Trucking, Fatheads Eyewear, number 8. It's Corey Eliason. Corey Eliason in car number 8. And from Indianapolis, Indiana, the NOS Energy Drink, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Spire Motorsports, number 7 BC. That is Sunshine, Tyler Courtney. Tyler Courtney in the 7 BC. And the current NARC 410 points leader from Aromas, California, the Farmers Brewing, MitryConstruction.com, North County Plastering, Yuba Sutter Aviation, number 2X. It's Justin Sanders. Justin Sanders in the 2X. And from Clovis, California, the Sander Engineering, Four Seas Construction, Autry Plumbing, SynCal, Driven to Save Lives, number 14. That is Corey Day. Corey Day in car number 14. From Kokomo, Indiana, the Chalk Sticks Torsion Bars, the Elite Wings, High Performance Lubricants, Octane Inc., Wikipedia, number 9P. That is Parker Price Miller. Parker Price Miller in the 9P. And from St. Helena, California, the Rico Abreu Curbagajanian Racing, Pacific Boring, Messi Valley Transportation, Arc Zone, Elite Signs number 24. It's Rico Abreu. Rico Abreu in car number 24. And from Yuba City, California, the Redline Welding and Construction, Morrison Engines, King Racing Products, number 45. That is Landon Brooks. Landon Brooks in car number 45. Hot lap session at number 5 of 6. Getting powered up now at Thunderbowl Raceway. Rico immediately going to the top. Now Landon Brooks, now Corey Eliason. 3 drivers going straight into the top 4 and throw Tyler Courtney in the mix as well. Corey Day goes to the top. Brad, it looks like the track definitely speeding up right now.
Definitely, as you start to see the track starting to move up now, it got a lot of moisture to the top of the racetrack. We saw dust in the first hot lap section, as we touched on. Now we see some color change and a big curve developing on both ends of the racetrack. But Corey Day, half a second faster than Dylan Bloomfield, who was the fastest car in the last session.
Good point there. Corey Eliason now jumps ahead of him in car number 8. I mentioned this on my YouTube channel earlier this week that Eliason, this is a great opportunity for him to turn his season around. He's quickest so far in Dirt Draft Hot Laps, 13.548 in car number 8. Corey Day is second, 13.586. Tyler Courtney in third, 13.631. Rico Abreu fourth, 13.668. And Landon Brooks in fifth at 13.766. Parker Price Miller, Justin Sanders, Dylan Bloomfield, Brenham Crouch, and Caleb Montgomery, top 10 so far in Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Our final session of Hot Laps is led onto the speedway by the driver out of Tipton, California. It's the F&J Shot Trucking, ADCD Trucking, Wozniak Bros Dairy, Quail Farms, number 12B of Dawson Faria. Dawson Faria in car number 12B. And a new paint scheme on this car, one of our full-time high rollers from Monrovia, Indiana. It's the Avanti Windows and Doors Big Spring Car Wash, Water Treatment by Design, number 13 of Justin Peck. Justin Peck in the 13. From Angola, Indiana, the Sundollar Restoration, Ford Performance, Sage Fruit, Race Routine Foundation, Routine Management, number 26. This is Zeb Wise. Zeb Wise in the 26. And come off at turn number 4 now. From Lemoore, California, the Monarch Ford, Dawson Maldine Construction, Justice Brothers Crown Limousine, number 2K of Gage Garcia. Gage Garcia in the 2K. And the driver currently third in NARC point standings from Roseville, California, Lipper Construction, Dan Ewert Sales, Clow Valve Company, Custom Pipe, number 42X of Justin Cox. Justin Cox in the 42X. And from Penrith, New South Wales, Australia, the Supreme Poultry, Scorpion Racewear, Mama's Pizza, Donut Racing Engines, Tynehurst Enterprises, number 53 of Jesse Addard. Jesse Addard in the 53. And making his United States racing debut here tonight. From Launceston, Tasmania, Australia, the Works Limited, JVI Group, Gateway Chevrolet, FK Shocks, Banshee Graphics, number 57W. That is Jock Goodyear. Jock Goodyear in the 57W as we go green on our final hot lap session of the night. Justin Cox moves into the top 5 at 4th quick. Now Justin Peck up to the top of the speed charts, 13,285. Justin Cox now into the 3rd spot, 13,569. Jock Goodyear, the next fastest in this group, at 12th quickest overall. Zeb Wise now moves up to 7th as the checkered flag comes out, and Justin Peck appears to be the fastest driver overall tonight in Dirt Draft Hot Laps, 13,285 for car number 13. Corey Elias in 2nd, 13,548. Justin Cox 3rd, 13,569. Corey Day 4th, 13,586. And Tyler Courtney in 5th at 13,631. Rico Abreu, Zeb Wise, Landon Brooks, Parker Price Miller, and Gage Garcia, the top 10, Tony.
Chase, I just want to be honest with you down here in a moment of realness. Now the Dirt Draft Hot Laps are done, I thought I'd have a lot better grip on what I wanted to do with my Dirt Draft High Limit Racing West Coast lineup, and I have no idea. It is so hard to be able to spend the allotted money that they give you in Dirt Draft and use it wisely, because you have to have 5 drivers. And after those hot laps, man, I'm still scratching my head down here. So I know you said you wouldn't help me cheat, but honestly, if you could shoot me a text, give me some guys to pick, that would really be helpful, because Tyler McKim is not replying to my texts anymore.
Yeah, it's definitely tough, Tony. There's a lot of really good cars here in the pit area, 44 of them, and I would have to say, honestly, Brad, that I could not point to one car and say that is not a good piece. I mean, everybody in the pit area has fantastic equipment, a lot of great drivers. This is certainly a very, very tough field of cars, and it's going to be fun to see who comes out on top for 25 grand tonight. Everyone
talks about the, Outlaws High Limit versus PA Posse. The California West Coast swing is, if not as tough as Pennsylvania, it might be a little bit better, especially right now. You look at the top 10 even in hot laps between the guys, it's brutal out here. It's cutthroat, to say the least, on the West Coast, and it is going to be tough to pick just 5 guys.
I mean, away from Dirt Draft, there's going to be some good cars missing the show tonight, like some really good cars.
I mean, you look down at hot laps. I know he came out early in the track. Even though it was dusty, it seemed to proceed to get better. Shane Golobic was 43rd.
43rd quick, yeah.
And he's a 3-time Trophy Cup champion, and he's like 12th all-time on the win list here at Tulare.
Yeah, he was in that first hot lap group. It just goes to show how much faster the track got. You're looking at our Forney Industries speed shot. I'm sure we'll get a couple of good shots from there throughout the night here at Tulare's Thunderbowl Raceway. We're getting underway with qualifying here tonight. First car onto the speedway. It's the driver to Sacramento, California. The next Steel Hansen Machine, 22 Metalworks, McCulloch's RV, number 17 of Caleb Henry. And we've also got Caden Steele on the racetrack. A little bit of a issue with the 121 of Steele not getting onto the throttle in time, so we're going to have to slow him down here just a little bit here before we get underway. Caden Steele, the driver to Fresno, California. The Tarleton & Sons, SynCal Services, Ardent General, Power Source Electric, number 121. So the green flag will come out now. Caleb Henry back in California after being in Ohio for most of the year. 4 wins between Attica Raceway Park and the Fremont Speedway out there in Ohio. It's been a great year for Caleb Henry. Top 5s with not only High Limit but the Outlaws as well. Lap 1 for Caden Steele, 13.754, 1.3754. Lap 1 for Caleb Henry, it's going to be 13.720. He goes to the top, 1.3720. Caden Steele 5th in NARC points. On lap 2, he's better, 13.690. Takes the top spot right back away from Caleb Henry. Lap number 2 for the 17 car is going to be better, 13.523. To the top, Caleb Henry first, Caden Steele second, 13.523 and 13.690. A little bit of an issue. We're going to have the cars actually make their way through the infield after their laps are over. And a little bit of a miscommunication there, but we got the next 2 cars rolling on the racetrack right now, Brad.
From Clayton, California, in the Dryco Construction, Melrose Powder Coating, Walnut Creek Automotive, Victory Field 88A, it's Joey the Rocket Ancona. And on the track now, a 3-time Trophy Cup champion. From Fremont, California, the NOS Energy Drink, Matt Wood Racing, NV Drywall, 17W, Sugar, Shane Golobic. Joey Ancona and Sugar Shane Golobic on the track. Lap 1 for Joey Ancona, 3rd quick, a 13.754, 1.3754. Lap 1 for Joey Ancona. First lap time for Shane Golobic is 2nd quick, a 13.566, 1.3566 for Shane Golobic. Checker flag flies for Joey Ancona, a 13.891 on lap number 2. Lap 2 for Shane Golobic will be a quick time, a 13.503 quick time for Shane Golobic.
Golobic goes to the top, 13.503. 2 more cars getting ready to make their way onto the racetrack in just a moment. And here they are. First driver onto the racetrack for this next pairing is from Hanover, Pennsylvania, the Pell's Tire Service. RF Knox Company, the Auto Barn. RSI Outdoors, number 1A, it's Jacob Allen. And also on the Speedway, making her second ever 410 Sprint Car start tonight. From Clovis, California, the Pacific Boring, Circle J5 Ranch, M&L Plumbing, FK Roddins, number 14E. Here is Mariah Ead. Mariah Ead in the 14E and Jacob Allen on the 1A. Jacob Allen on lap 1, 13.839. 1.3839 is 5th quick. Mariah Ead on lap number 1 is 6th quick, 14.719. As we mentioned, Ead in just her second ever 410 Sprint Car start here tonight. Jacob Allen on lap number 2 is better to 3rd quick, 13.623. 1.3623. Ead is going to improve as well on lap 2, 14.519. Jacob Allen is 3rd. Mariah Ead is 6th of 6 so far in Flight A qualifying with Kubota High Limit Racing here at Thunderbowl.
Next set rolling out on the racetrack from Lemoore, California, the Tarleton's Incorporated. Car number 21, that's Cole Macedo. Cole Macedo in car number 21. Also on the racetrack from Jacksonville, Oregon, in the Boss Superstore, DZ Truck Accessories, Shane DeWalt Trucking, C-Tech USA Carbworks LLC, the AT&T of Tanner Holmes on the bike, and he's gonna tip it over off of turn number 2. Red lights in qualifying as Macedo's gonna have to woe her up.
Big incident down there for Tanner Holmes, getting upside down in a large way here in qualifying, and that's just things that happen here at Tulare there, Brad. We come here expecting to see things like that. It's just a product of this racetrack. It is so physically demanding, I feel like, to get around this place, even in qualifying. Tanner Holmes getting upside down. Here is a replay from FloRacing here in just a moment. We'll get a look at what happened to the DZ Truck Accessories number 18T car. And Holmes just coming off a run at the Knoxville Nationals, was in the B main on Saturday. It was definitely a really good result for him over there. And here's the replay, Brad. Let's see what happened.
And right now you can see it's a little narrow on the entry 1 as he gets to the curb and slides up to the fence and gets tied on the right front and digs in. You don't really see that type of bike here at the Thunderbowl. Usually it's right rear makes contact, not right front tripping up.
I mean, really, you don't even see biking in wing cars all that often, to be completely honest with you. I mean, that's something you'd see in a non-wing sprint car, but man, Tanner Holmes really biking up right there, and as you mentioned, tripping over the right front and doing a little cartwheel action there. So they're gonna have to get him on the hook and take it back to the pit area. Tough way to start the night for Tanner Holmes. Was 11th here with the NARC Sprint Cars in 2023. Nearly won a Trophy Cup prelim night back in 2022. I believe lost it on the last lap, finished 2nd in that race.
Yeah, Sunshine snubbed him on a restart with a handful to go and got him in the number 57 driving for Paul Silva.
Tanner Holmes got his first ever 410 Sprint Car win earlier this year at the Southern Oregon Speedway.
Three-time about a product of the racetrack, Jason. You've been here a handful of times. The courage you have to sail into turn number 1 here. You see the cars cut through the infield in turns 1 and 2. That leaves kind of a divot into turn number 1. So you got to be wide open, go through the whoop section, and try to stay off the fence.
There's just so many things it takes to get around this racetrack in a safe but fast manner at the same time. Tony Laporta, I see you hanging out down there by that Shane DeWalt Trucking number 18T car. What can you tell us? What's the damage looking like, and what's the mood like from Tanner Holmes down there?
Chase, I got over right as they were putting him on the hook and are towing him away, so I'd like to give you a good report on the front end damage, which is what it seems like it predominantly is the front end of that number 18T Shane DeWalt trucking machine. But Tanner stayed in the car. I lowered my head down into the cockpit. He had his helmet off. He's obviously going to stay in it because they're just going to tow him back to the pit area. I asked him if he was okay. He said he was. Dejected. But I definitely do not believe, I can't see the replay, so you know, take this with a grain of salt, but I don't believe that car is written off for the night. They have some front-end damage they need to get back and work on, and he's already back towards the pit area, so hopefully we will see Oregon's Tanner Holmes back on the track here later this evening.
Thank you very much, Tony. Yeah, so tough way to start the night. Here is that replay once again on FloRacing to see what happened here, and he just kind of gets into the fluff up here, Brad, and just picks up the left rear. That is something you just really do not see very often in wing sprint cars, but Cole Macedo's back underway.
Cole Macedo's going to get the green flag. Cole in the car number 21 team, Tarleton Sun Incorporated, Complete Parts and Equipment, Durst Incorporated, Bandy and Associates, all backing the Lemoore, California driver. A little kiss to the curb in turns 3 and 4. Lap number 1 for Cole Macedo is fourth quick, a 13.629, 13629. Fourth quick for Cole Macedo as he sells the mail down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Slick to a very grippy curb around the Thunderbowl Raceway as Cole Macedo's going to go second quick on lap number 2, a 13.510.
Good lap there for Cole Macedo. Jumps up to second. Shane Golovic still in the top spot at 13.503. Macedo, Henry, Allen, and Steele. Top 5 of 8 cars so far. 2 more drivers getting pushed onto the speedway now. They're led out by the driver to Glendale, Arizona. This is the DMY Motors, Smith Titanium, Walker Performance Filtration, Kaiser Wheels 02 of Ashton Torgerson. And also on the racetrack, hasn't been here in a long time, from Myerstown, Pennsylvania, the M&M Painting and Construction, McGrewBid.com, Baps Paint, Livewire Customs number 19 of Brett Marks. Brett Marks on 19, Ashton Torgerson in the 02. Torgerson on lap 1 is 7th quick at 13.903, 139.03. Marks on lap 1, he's now 7th quick at 13.756, 137.56. Marks has not been here since 2018. Finished 14th in the main event there with the Outlaws. Lap number 2 for Torgerson slows down. Lap 2 for Marks jumps up to 4th quick, 13.555, 13555. 4th quick for Brent Marks and 8th quick for Ashton Torgerson in the 02.
Next set of cars getting set to roll out aisle the Merle Stone Chevrolet Thunderbowl Raceway. He is now a 3-time Knoxville Nationals champion. From Elk Grove, California, in the Finley Farms, Fulton Brothers Trucking, Glenn Stires Racing, Works Limited, car number 57, it's Young Money, Kyle Larson. Also on the racetrack, the 2015 NARC champion from Hanford, California, the Dublin Dairy, Netto Ag, Painting and Green 80 Deluxe, DJ Netto. Lap 1 for Larson, second quick, a 13.509, 13509 for Larson. Lap number 1 for DJ Netto, 10th quick, a 13.906. We'll see if Larson has any more on lap number 2. Lap 2 for Larson is quick time, a 13.472. Lap 2 for DJ Netto will improve to 9th quick, a 13.776. But how about it, race fans? Quick time, Kyle Larson.
Larson to the top, 13.472. Golovic, Macedo, Henry, Marks, the top 5 of 12 cars so far in Flight A qualifying. Will be 22 cars in Flight A, 22 cars in Flight B. As we continue on, the next driver out of the speedway, he is from Alice Springs, Northern Territory, Australia. The Mobile One, Toyota Racing Development, Roth Enterprises, HR Livestock Transportation, number 83 of James McFadden. James McFadden in the 83, also on the racetrack from Lebanon, Indiana, the True Timber Camo, Nice Crete Landis Block, JRC Transportation, High Performance Lubricants, number 5 of Spencer Baston. Lap 1, McFadden to the top, 13.435. Lap number 1 for Baston is 7th quick, 13.614, 13614. McFadden on lap 1 was to the top. Can he go better on lap number 2? He does, 13.397, 13397. Lap number 2 for Baston, he is going to slow down to a 13.690, but how about that? James McFadden now to the top, 13.397 in car number 83, and Baston is 7th of 14 cars so far.
Track is definitely picking up speed with the curb having a ton of grip in it. And on the racetrack now, he's a former Trophy Cup champion here at the Thunderbowl Raceway, the current point leader with Kubota High Limit and the Napa Auto Parts. Mike Curb Records, Maxim Race Oils, Factory King Shocks, car number 49 is the Big Cat, Brad Sweet. Also on the racetrack from Lubbock, Texas, the High Plain Building Division, Carbon Safety Technologies, car number 1 of Brenham Crouch. Lap 1 for the Big Cat goes second quick, a 13.407. Lap number 1 for Brad Sweet. Lap number 1 for Brenham Crouch is going to be 10th quick, a 13.640. Sweet a little tight on the curb in turns 3 and 4, brings it to lap number 2 and goes quick time, a 13.351 quick time for Brad Sweet. Lap number 2 for Brenham Crouch is better, 3rd quick, a 13.404.
Oh boy, this is going to be an exciting qualifying session all the way through, right up against the guardrail in turns 3 and 4. 2 more cars about to make their way onto the racetrack here, and they're led out by the driver to Tucson, Arizona. This is the Parker Automotive Metal Tech BG Oil TDR Concepts number 15 car of Nick Parker. Nick Parker in car number 15. And also on the speedway, a legend in California, from Roseville, California, the Bjork Construction Caning Performance, Shaver Engines number 7B. Here's the Shark, Sean Becker. Lap 1 for Nick Parker is going to be 15th quick, 14.340, 1.4340. Becker on lap 1, he's now 15th quick at 14.276, 1.4276. Both drivers making their high limit racing debuts here tonight. Parker on lap 2, he's better, back to 15th, 13.390 or 931. And for Becker on lap 2, he will slow down to a 14.411. So Nick Parker 15th and Sean Becker 16th of 18 cars here in Flight A qualifying. 4 more cars left in Flight A, Brad.
It's dangerous and a fine line on the curb right now. It's fast, you hit it right, but if you trip a little bit, oh so treacherous. Next car on the speedway from Canton, Illinois, car number 55, backed by NOS Energy Drink, Zip Bonds, Logan Contractors. That is Chris Windham, and issues looks like for Tanner Thorson in turns 3 and 4.
Thorson not able to get fired off the truck there, and pulls that car to a stop in turn number 4. Tanner Thorson, a couple of sponsors coming on board for him this West Coast swing with High Limit Racing, including Keene Concrete. You can see the Lucky Beaver Bar and Grill on there as well. So some new partners for the 88 car of Tanner Thorson. Looks like that car is fired off now. Great to see him back here at the Thunderbowl, Brad.
Absolutely, Tanner Thorson got basically his start here on the West Coast, originally from Minden, Nevada, but got to start Red Bluff in Cycling, where you and I both spent a lot of time at, then got to wing racing, and good to see him back in a Wing 410 sprint car out here on the West Coast. As we go back to green around the Whirlstone Chevrolet Thunderbowl Raceway, presented by System 1. Once again, the 55, Big Daddy Chris Windham and Tanner Thorson in car number 88. Thorson also backed by Smith Titanium, Factory K, Max Oil, Massilia Valley Transportation, King Concrete, all driving for Rod Gross Motorsports. Lap number 1 for Chris Windham is 14th quick. 14th quick for Windham, now gets bumped back to 15th as Tanner Thorson goes 11th quick. Thorson a 13.676. Second lap for the 55, Chris Windham, 13.827, 15th quick. Second lap time for Thorson slows down a little bit, maintains 11th though with a 13.678. Better lap on lap number 1, 13.676.
The final 2 cars in Flight A about to make their way onto the racetrack, and they're led out by the guy that put his seat in the car earlier on this afternoon from Campbell, California. It's the Williams Motorsports number 0 of Bud Kading. And also on the racetrack, it's the driver from Warrnambool, Victoria, Australia, the Power Chew Energy Gum, Monty Farms, Rumbold Ford, Fridge Tech, number 17 AU. Here is Jamie Veal. Jamie Veal in the 17 AU, Bud Kading in the 0. Kading on lap number 1 is going to be 16th quick, 13.841, 1.3841. Veal tonight in his Tulare debut. Lap number 1 for him is going to be 18th quick at 13.903. Lap 2 for Bud Kading is going to improve to 10th quick, 13.615, 1.3615, 10th quick on lap 2 for Kading. As Jamie Veal looks for an improvement on lap number 2, he gets one. It's 14th quick for him, 13.724, 1.3724. But that's going to do it for Flight A qualifying. Brad Sweet, the fastest in Flight A, 13.351. James McFadden, Brenham Crouch, Kyle Larson, and Shane Golovic, the top 5. Cole Macedo, Caleb Henry, Brett Marks, Spencer Baston, and Bud Kading, top 10 in Flight A of Capital Custom Trailer qualifying. Flight B gets underway now.
Rolling on the racetrack, a 2-time King of California. From Fresno, California, the Red Rose Transportation, Selzy Enterprises, System 1 Pro Ignition 41, it's Dominic Selzy. Also on the racetrack from Templeton, California, the David Cry Engineering, State Passive, Luxon Real Estate, Eagle Energy, car number 3 of Caleb Montgomery. Lap number 1 for Dom is a 13.752, 1.3752. Lap number 1 for Dominic Selzy. Lap 1 for Caleb Montgomery, a 13.870. Both drivers a ton of time here at the Thunderbowl Raceway over the last handful of years. Lap number 2 for Dominic is a little bit longer, a 13.813. And second lap time for Caleb Montgomery is at 13.839. Dominic Selzy P1, Caleb Montgomery P2.
Those 2 drivers make their way off the racetrack, and they were the first 2 out for Flight B. We now begin Flight B qualifying. Next two on the racetrack are led out by the driver from Lincoln, California. It's the California Waterfowl, Eye Helmets, K1 Race Gear, CBC Concrete number 83T of Tanner Carrick. And from Enumclaw, Washington, the Casey Kane Race of Mike Kerr, Brumo's Collection, Factory Kane Shots, Kane Screen Print number 9 of Casey Kane. Casey Kane in the 9, Tanner Carrick in the 83T. Carrick on lap number 1. He will be third quick at 14.001, 14001. Casey Kane on lap 1. He goes fourth quick, 14.197, 14197. Kane was 13th here with the Outlaws in 2019. Carrick is better on lap number 2 at 13.957. And Kane on lap 2, he will slow down to a 14.484. Carrick was third and Kane was fourth of 4 cars so far in Flight B.
Push truck in behind Caleb Montgomery's cars seemed like kind of loaded up at the checkered flag on his qualifying run. We'll get him securely off the racetrack as Casey's going to have to make a trip through the infield one more time before we send the next 2 out.
It is a tight turn to get off the racetrack here at Tulare, I'll tell you that.
I had the privilege to hop in a car here one night and try to get off the racetrack in my cousin's car, and butt pucker effect trying to get off the racetrack. It's a hard right, then a hard left, and
I think I'd be more scared to just try and get off the track in a sprint car than actually on the track, if it was me.
Next set of cars rolling out on the racetrack from Oakley, California, backed by Star Property Management. Gary Silver Ranch's Vallejo Coin Exchange at Bowman & Sons Trucking. Car number 83V, this is the Oakley Outlaw, Dylan Bloomfield. Also on the track, he's been the hottest driver on the West Coast recently from Clovis, California. The driver forward to Gary Silver Ranch's car number 10 of Dominic Gordon. First lap time for Bloomfield, how about it? Quick time, 13.732. First lap time for Dominic Gordon, fifth quick of 14.097. Heavy D got the wrenches spun on car number 83V, looking to pick it up on lap number 2, and he's got it, 13.523, even faster on lap number 2 for Dylan Bloomfield. Second lap time, a little bit longer for Dominic Gordon, a 14.176.
So Dylan Bloomfield now fastest, Dominic Selzy second, Caleb Montgomery third, Tanner Carrick and Dominic Gordon the top 5. 2 drivers that have a lot of laps around this racetrack making their way onto the speedway now. From Hollister, California, the NOS Energy Drink, Inland Rigging, Shurkin, Woodland Auto Display, Sandblast Service. Number 73 here is Ryan Bernal. And also on the racetrack from Hanford, California, Bushy Financial, Sacramento Battery, C&H Motor Parts, Sierra Single Ply. Number XX1, it is Michael Facento. Lap 1 for Bernal is 7th quick at 14.588, 14588. Lap 1 for Facino, he is off the pace and pulling into the infield. So Facino's not going to get a lap in. Checkered comes out for Bernal, and he will improve to 5th quick at 13.991, 13991. So 5th quick for Ryan Bernal, and Michael Facento not able to get a lap in the books for the 2023 Placerville Speedway track champion. And so going to need a push truck in behind Facino. We'll see if he can come back out later. He would get 1 lap at the end of qualifying if he can make the repairs in time. So Facino going to get pushed back to the work area, or to the pit area. That F&F Racing number X1. We'll be seeing him quite a bit over the next 2 weeks or so with Kubota High Limit Racing. Former main event starter several times over at the Chili Bowl Nationals in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Multi-time USAC Western State Midget winner. And here comes the next 2, Brad.
On the clock now. And car number 9P from Kokomo, Indiana. In the Chalk Torsion Bars, Elite Wings, High Performance Lubricants, Octane Inc., Walkipedia, car number 9P, it's PPM, Parker, Price Miller. And on the speedway now, in the NOS Energy Drink, Spire Motorsports, car number 7BC, Sunshine, Tyler Courtney. Lap number 1 for PPM is 3rd quick, a 13.772, 13772 for PPM. Lap number 1 for Courtney goes 2nd quick, a 13.579, 13579. Lap number 1 for Sunshine. Lap number 2 for PPM stays 4th quick at 13.839. Lap number 2, looking for a little bit more, is Tyler Courtney, and he's got it. 13.519. Quick time, Sunshine.
Good lap there from Tyler Courtney. He's now fastest over Bloomfield, Selzy, Price Miller, and Montgomery. 2 more cars ready to hit the racetrack, and the first one is the current NARC point leader. From Aromas, California, the Farmers Brewing, MitcheryConstruction.com, North County Plastering, Yuba Sutter Aviation, number 2X of Justin Sanders. And also on the racetrack from Visalia, California, the Commercial Edge, Rasmussen Service Center, Elliott's Custom Trailers, Fulkins Brothers Trucking, Fat Ed's Eyewear, number 8. Here's Corey Eliason. Corey Eliason in the 8 and Justin Sanders in the 2X. Lap 1 for Sanders is going to be 6 quick, 13.880, 13.880. These two have a lot of laps around each other back in the day when Corey was running full-time out here on the West Coast. Lap 1 for Elias, 3rd quick, 13.597, 13.597. Sanders nearly got the wall off of turn 4. He slows down on lap 2, 14.397. Elias tight on the cushion right there in turns 3 and 4, and he will slow down to a 13.658. He was 3rd quick on lap 1, though, 13.597. And Justin Sanders, 7th quick, 13.880 for the 2X.
On the clock now from Rio Oso, California, the Redline Welding and Construction, Morrison Engines, King Racing Products, Tyner-Hurst Enterprises, car number 45. This is Landon Brooks. Landon Brooks in car number 45. And also on the racetrack, a crowd favorite tonight in the Four Seas Construction, Sander Engineering, Myers Constructors, driven to save lives, 14 of Corey Day. Lap number 1 for Landon Brooks is 8th quick, a 13.938. Lap number 1 for Corey Day is 4th quick, a 13.685. Brooks looking for a little bit more off of turn number 4 on lap number 2. And he'll move up to 5th quick, a 13.743. Lap number 2 for Corey Day. It will stay 4th quick, a 13.704. Corey Day 4th, Landon Brooks in 5th.
Corey Day missed the infield in turn 2 to get off of the racetrack, so we'll have him hustle it around to get off the speedway, and our next 2 qualifiers will get up to speed now. They're led out by the driver to St. Helena, California, the Rico Abreu, Kerbag Racing, Pacific Boring, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Art Zone, Elite Signs, number 24, Rico Abreu, and also on the racetrack from Tipton, California, the F&J Shot Trucking, ADCD Trucking, Wozniak Bros Dairy Quail Farms, 12B of Dawson Faria. Lap 1 for Rico's 5th quick, 13.734, 13.734. Faria on lap 1 is 15th quick at 14.563, 14.563. Lap 2 for the most recent winner with Kubota High-Level Racing back at Lernerville is going to be slower, 13.755. First lap better, 13.734. And Dawson Faria on lap number 2, 14.461. Lap 2 was faster, but he remains in the 15th position after his qualifying run. So Rico 5th and Faria in 15th.
Chase, that curb is starting to eat some guys up with momentum between the middle to the exit off of turns 3 and 4. It's going to be very interesting, these last few cars coming out. Led out by car number 13 from Monrovia, Indiana, the Avanti Doors and Windows. Big String Car Wash, Water Treatment by Design, Coastal Race Parts, RKL Paving, Jen Moore Florist. Car number 13, it's Justin Peck. And your 2023 Dennis Roth Classic champion last year at the Thunderbowl Raceway from Roseville, California, the Lippert Construction 42X of Justin Cox. Lap number 1 for Justin Peck, 15th quick, a 14.230. Lap number 1 for Justin Cox is 16th quick, a 14.366. Peck, nice through turns 3 and 4, moving to 9th quick, a 13.773. Cox is going to bury it on the curb in turns 3 and 4, looking for a little bit more, does not get it, a 14.266, 16th quick for Justin Cox.
4 more cars left to come out of the racetrack unless Michael Facino can make repairs. Then there would be 5 cars, but right now we're going to go with 4. Next 2 onto the racetrack, led out by the driver from Angola, Indiana. He drives the Sundollar Restoration Ford Performance Sage Fruit Race Routine Foundation number 26 of Zeb Wise. And making his United States racing debut here tonight. From Launceston, Tasmania, Australia, the Works Limited JVI Group, Gateway Chevrolet, FK Shots, Banshee Graphics number 57W of Jock Goodyear. Jock Goodyear in the 57W. Lap 1 for Wise is 14th quick at 14.096. For Goodyear on lap 1, he is going to be 18th quick, 14.271. 14.271. Zeb Wise off the 4th corner to complete his qualifying run, and he will improve to 14.076. Goodyear trying to find some speed, and he will find it, but stays 18th quick, 14.267. So both drivers faster on their 2nd lap, but do not improve in position. Zeb Wise 14th and Jock Goodyear 18th of 20 with 2 left to go, Brad.
On the track now from Penrith, New South Wales, Australia, the Supreme Poultry, Scorpion Raceway, Mama's Pizzas, Dot Race Engines, Tyner-Hurst Enterprises, car number 53, it's Jesse Addard. Jesse Addard in car number 53. Joining him in the Monarch Ford, car number 2K, Crown Limousine also backing him, that's Gage Garcia from Lemoore. Gage Garcia in car number 2K. First lap time for Jesse Adder, 20th quick, 15.004. Lap number 1 for Gage Garcia will now go to 20th quick, a 14.591. Adler looking for a little bit more. Got crew chief Scotty Martin, also known as Gilligan, on the wrenches this weekend. And goes faster, but stays 21st, 14.690. Lap number 2 for Garcia stays 20th, a 14.590.
So unless Michael Facetto can make it onto the racetrack, and it looks like he will make it onto the racetrack, it sounds like he is about ready to get pushed onto the speedway. He will get 1 lap and 1 lap only, as he did come out to attempt a qualifying lap earlier, was not able to do so, so he will be our final qualifier. Facetto, the driver out of Hanford, California, driving the F&F Racing, Bushy Financial, Sacramento Battery, C&H Motor Parts, Sierra Single Ply, number X1. Facetto, the 2023 Placerville Speedway track champion. He's going to come around to get his 1 lap in the books, and it's going to be 22nd quick at 14.807, 148.07. So was in that spot already even without the time, and Facetto definitely has some work to do on that car before they come out for the heat races later on this evening. That's going to do it for Flight B qualifying, but your quickest qualifier tonight comes from Flight A. It is Brad Sweet, 13.351, your fastest in Capital Custom Trailer qualifying. Getting a good look at Brad Sweet's lap time right here there, Brad, and man, did he absolutely nail this corner right here.
Yeah, Brad's always been really good at qualifying here. That actually won him basically the 2008 Trophy Cup. Good time trials and very smart around the Thunderbowl Raceway. Car just seems very stable here, and Eric Brutzman done a good job tonight.
Certainly have, and it's been a long time since Brad Sweet went to victory lane. 3 months since his last win in the sprint car, as Sweet would come across the line right there and put in to the top, 13.351. So let's take a break here on Flow. We'll come back. Heat races are coming up here soon. Also, the Legends of Kearney Bowl will be hitting the racetrack here in just a few minutes.
My name is Corey Day. I'm from Clovis, California.